Hi guys and welcome back to my channel, or welcome here if you're new. My name is Laura and I'm 26 and a single mum to 3 kids. Alfie is 9, Holly is 3 and Harry is 4 months old. And I would love for you to subscribe and stick around because I upload 3 videos per week all about breastfeeding, cleaning videos, whatever you bloody want, I'll do it. I'm joking, I've got to think through. But anyway, in today's video, I really want to talk about the 5 biggest breastfeeding myths within breastfeeding. I thought it's quite important to put out there because I know a lot of people have a few questions about breastfeeding and what's true and what's not. So I thought I'd go through them today. I've got my phone here and I've got down the things that I'm going to be covering. Now, why can I never bloody find anything on this phone? Oh, here we go. Here we go. First thing is you can't drink when you breastfeed. Now this is the biggest myth ever. I remember I was told all the time, like when I was first breastfeeding Holly, like around Christmas time, people were like, oh, but it's so horrible that you can't have a drink. Actually I can, because no alcohol actually goes through your breast milk whatsoever. I think it's the tiniest bit where you'd have to be, I mean, even if you're a paralytic drunk, you still can't pass that on to your baby. You just shouldn't bed share, obviously. That's one of the first ones. It really annoys when people constantly like say that to me, and like when people put on like social media about wanting a drink but they can't because they're breastfeeding. I'm like, yes you can, yes you can. Just drink a bloody bottle of wine, just don't bed share. That's a big thing, is that you can drink when you're breastfeeding. It doesn't matter, so it doesn't affect the baby whatsoever. Just don't bed share, because obviously if you're drunk and you're moving over, and always make sure that you have someone with you if you're drinking so they can kind of take over and whatever. But yeah, so you can drink when you're breastfeeding. You know, buy that bottle of cider. I mean, I love a cider. Copperberg fruit cider is just the absolute best. Don't let that put you off if you're wanting to breastfeed either. You can definitely still drink. Obviously don't get paralytic, even though it won't affect your baby, but don't do that. But yeah, just drink the bloody cider. Next thing is diet changes breast milk. I mean, I don't think it does, because my diet consists of chocolate, crisps. Diet doesn't change breast milk at all. I mean, it's good to have a good diet anyway, but it doesn't like change your milk or anything. You're not going to have like a salad and all of a sudden your milk's going to be like fucking shining gold. It's not, it doesn't work like that. But you can obviously eat what you want. More calories the better. Obviously it keeps your body boosted and whatever. So I mean, I just kind of go with the flow. I eat what I want. I'm not the healthiest of eaters, but I try and eat healthy sometimes. But yeah, just eat what you want. It shouldn't affect it at all, really. So I don't know where people get that one from. The next one is formula is the same as breast milk. I mean, formula is amazing. I mean, I'm surprised how they even made it, to be honest, because it is similar in ways. But I'm just going to pop a picture up here that I found on the internet today, which kind of explains about what's in breast milk and what's in formula. As you can see, there's a massive difference. And it doesn't mean formula is rubbish or anything like that. I think it's the most amazing thing, especially when some mums, you know, can't breastfeed, or there's certain reasons as to why they can't. It's a great alternative. And it's a great alternative if someone doesn't want to. You know, if someone just says, no, I don't want to breastfeed. Cool, formula's great. Like, just try it, you know. But I hate it when people say it's like the same, because it's really not. Formula is like artificially made, man-made, as you will. Breast milk kind of, you know, adapts to your baby's needs. So if your baby's sick, it will adapt to that. If your baby's teething, it'll adapt to that. And all sorts of things. Whereas formula is just one standard thing that you give your baby to keep it alive, basically. Whereas breast milk, you know, fights infections and all things like that. I mean, I don't really see the difference in people who are breastfed to formula fed. I mean, my sister, I think my sister was given donor milk, but just probably she was put on formula before me. And she's a genius and I'm not. I'm the thickest person you could meet. But so it doesn't really determine on that. It's just, you know, they're not the same. They're not. They're not. The next thing, which really annoys the hell out of me, especially when people say like, oh, you're breastfeeding, like, aren't you worried about your boobs getting small and saggy? Well, obviously, I don't want my boobs to get small and saggy, but breastfeeding does not change that. The reason why your boobs get small and saggy is because of pregnancy. And if you're worried about that, don't keep popping them out, is what I say. Pregnancy is the biggest thing that makes your boobs go small and saggy, not breastfeeding at all. Obviously, your body changes when you breastfeed, obviously. When you stop obviously when you breastfeed, your boobs get bigger because they fill up with milk more and things like that. Whereas when you stop breastfeeding, your boobs will go down naturally. But it would anyway. After you're pregnant, you have big boobs because of hormones and whatever else. And then even if you're formula feeding, your boobs will still go down. They don't, you know, get bigger just because you've gained weight through pregnancy. So I wish people would stop asking me. No, I don't want saggy boobs. But it's probably going to happen because I've had 3 bloody kids. I'm still currently breastfeeding, so I've got a bit of, you know, oomph to them. But when I stop breastfeeding, they will go small. And that's due to pregnancy, not due to breastfeeding. So I wish people would stop saying that. So, and maybe I want really small boobs. Maybe it makes me, you know, fit in better clothes. I don't have to worry about squeezing my tits into something. I can just pop it on. Okay, bloody hot in here. So the fifth thing is that breastfeeding is really easy. I wish that was true, and to be honest, the more you do it, the easier it is, if you know what I mean. But it's not. It's kind of like a learning curve for both you and the baby. Like, when Holly was first born, I expected her to know exactly what she was doing because she was a baby who needed breast milk. But no, I kind of had to teach her how to latch, where the nipple was. I mean, she's actually, like, sucked on around my nipple before, and it's kind of left like a love bite. And that happens a lot with Harry as well. So you do kind of, it's just a complete learning curve. It's not easy, but it is so worth it. It becomes easier, if that makes sense. Like with formula feeding, I found it really hard because you have to kind of like go downstairs, make a bottle. I mean, especially now, back when Alfie was little, you kind of just make the water, keep it cool in the fridge and add the formula to that. But now it's completely changed 10 years on, where you have to have like boiling hot water to be able to put the formula in to kill any bacteria. And I definitely couldn't imagine doing that now at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'd much prefer to be able to pop my boob out and have the baby suck on that. It just makes my life easier. So yeah, breastfeeding is not easy, but it gets easy with time. As soon as those 6 weeks are out of the way and you know what you're doing, it is the easiest thing ever. Okay, so I know I said I was going to do 5 things. However, I really want to do a 6th one and kind of get my, you know, 2 pence in on them. So the next thing is you should wash your nipples before breastfeeding. I mean, I kind of have heard that, but not like, when I see it, it just makes me giggle. No, you shouldn't wash your boobs before breastfeeding because they are already sterile. It's like, you know, with bottles, you kind of have to sterile those because they're not like, it's plastic and things get in and whatever. But boobs, you don't have to do that. You don't have to wash them or sterilise them. I mean, I don't know how you'd even do that. Pour hot water on them. But yeah, so you don't have to do that. You just pop your baby on, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, so those are my 5/6 things that are myths about breastfeeding, and hopefully I've debunked in a weird way. I feel really stupid because I feel like I know so much about breastfeeding, but when I like talk about it, it doesn't come out the way I want it to. So I sound like I'm just like, oh, I don't know, maybe this, maybe that, maybe it's good, I don't know. But anyways, that's my 5/6 things I wanted to talk about today. Now I need to go hurry up because I need to go pick the kids up from school. And yeah, there will be another video this week, probably on Sunday or Friday. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.